It is time to make my NFL picks for week 4. Let's do it. Well, welcome back to New York Sports WickerMedia. I am Watsu-K99. Thank you for taking the time to watch this video. So this is going to be the weekly segment now on our channel. So it's going to be me making confidence picks for the NFL every week. So again, for those who have never done one before, you pick the winner of each game. We're not picking against the spread. We pick winners. And then we rank every game 16 through 1 when there's 16 games on the schedule. You can only use each number once, but 16 points is the game you have the most confidence in. 1 point is the game you have the least confidence in. Now, last week, things did not go very well for me. I only went 6-10. That is my worst week in a long time. I don't even think I went below 500 all last year, but I had a bad week. I own it. I only got 49 points, and I am now in the 77.8% bracket amongst all players. So we got to have a rebound week. So let's get to my picks right now. With my number 16 game, the game I have the most confidence in, I will be taking the Green Bay Packers over the New England Patriots. I could talk about the greatness of Aaron Rodgers. I could talk about the Packers offensive line getting healthy. I could talk about the Packers' potent defense. But you know what? I only need 3 words. It's Brian Hoyer. Number 15, I'm going to take the Philadelphia Eagles over the upstart Jacksonville Jaguars. I think Jacksonville might be buying their own hype a little bit. They may have a lot of takeaways, but Philadelphia stands as the second best defense in getting sacks. I think Trevor Lawrence has a rough game. A.J. Brown has a big game for the Eagles. I think they're going to fly away from Jacksonville in this game. Number 14, this one hurts me to do it, but I'm going to do it. The Steelers over the Jets. Pittsburgh has a week and a half of rest. They are home. The Jets have only won 1 game in Pittsburgh in their entire history. Actually, they've only won 1 game in the state of Pennsylvania during their entire history. Alex Highsmith has more sacks by himself than the entire Jets defense. And with Connor McDermott in at left tackle, it doesn't matter to me who the Jets put in at quarterback. With the left side of that offensive line, I just hope Zach Wilson survives the day healthy. Steelers take that one. 13, I'm going to take Dallas over Washington. I do think it's going to be close with Dallas coming off a little bit of a short week, but I got to tell you, I've been very impressed with Cooper Rush, and especially the Dallas defense going against that Washington offensive line. I think it's game over. I don't expect Washington to hit double digits. My number 12 game will be the Giants over the Bears. I expect a lot of ugly, but Saquon Barkley's off to a great start. I think he'll have a pretty big game. Graham Gano will make all his kicks. Giants beat the Bears. They go to 3-1. Number 11, I'm going with the Cardinals over the Panthers. I think Kyler Murray's getting it rolling. He's going to make more plays than Baker Mayfield. Let's go to number 10. I've got the Cleveland Browns over the Atlanta Falcons. It comes down to this. I don't like the Falcons' defense. I don't think they can stop the Browns' running game. Chunt will own the day. I'm thinking maybe 3 rushing touchdowns from Cleveland in this one. With my number 9 game, we're going to go with the Indianapolis Colts over the Tennessee Titans. These teams are quite similar. They both want to run. Both had impressive home wins after horrible road losses. But I think the Colts defense is too good to be bad for this long. And at this stage in the game, I like Jonathan Taylor over Derrick Henry. All right, let's go to number 8. I've got the Chargers over the Texans. I wanted to be more confident in this game, but no Rashawn Slater, no Joey Bosa for the Chargers. That does scare me. I think the Texans are going to keep this close, but the Chargers will prevail. And Austin Eckler, I'm looking at you, Austin Eckler. It's time to get it going. Number 7, I'm going to go with the Thursday night game, the Cincinnati Bengals over the Miami Dolphins. The game might be over by the time you're watching this. I'm going to say that Miami used a lot of energy beating Buffalo. Tua is supposed to play, but he is definitely not 100%. And Cincinnati's defense is getting rolling. They have not allowed a touchdown in their last 20 drives. Give me the jungle. My number 6 game. So every week there's a finish that just makes you go, huh? That happened? How'd that team win? This is going to be that game for me. I am going to pick in and upset the Seattle Seahawks over the Detroit Lions. DeAndre Swift, TJ Hawkinson, Amon-Ra St. Brown are all banged up. I'm going to say Seattle has a bounce-back game. Jared Goff throws probably 2 interceptions. I think it's going to be a very low-scoring game, but Seattle pulls it out. Number 5, I'm going to go with the Tampa Bay Buccaneers over the Kansas City Chiefs. Mike Evans is back. Julio Jones is back. And that Bucs defense is for real. It always seems to make the difference, and it gives Patrick Mahomes fits. Number 4, we're going to go to the NFC West. I'm going with the Rams over the 49ers. Garoppolo has been downright bad in his last 5 primetime games going back to 2021. He's posted a passer rating of 88.6. The Niners have won just 1 of those 5 contests. Plus, no Trent Williams for San Francisco. That spells trouble. Number 3, we're going to go with the Minnesota Vikings over the New Orleans Saints. I think it's time for Justin Jefferson to have a big game. I know they don't have, Dalvin Cook will play in this game, but he's limited with a shoulder injury. I think Alex Madison has a pretty good game. And let me see when Jameis Winston actually wins a big game late. Number 2, only 2 games left. I'm going to take the Buffalo Bills over the Baltimore Ravens. This was a tough one for me to call. You got 2 great teams with banged-up secondaries. I like Buffalo's offensive weapons more, so I'm going to roll with them. But I definitely think this comes down to the last minute, and it could come down to the kicking game. I just can't see the Bills losing 2 straight. Can't see it happening. And finally, number 1, the game I have the least confidence in, I'm going to take the Raiders over the Broncos. Take the Las Vegas Raiders. They're 0-3, the only 0-3 team in the NFL. They are home. They are desperate, and they're facing a divisional opponent who's not clicking yet. It's now or never for Vegas. Well, let's see how I do. Hopefully I have a nice big bounce-back week, and I'll be making my videos coming up on the 5 bold predictions for Jets versus Steelers. And also, I'll be doing my game preview for the Virginia Jets fans. And Sunday night, it will be the 3 key plays from Jets Steelers you may not remember that affected the outcome of the game. And you never know what I might post about next. All right, thanks so much for watching, and I'll see you with more content from you know where. The Wicker Chair.